My definition of leadership is being at the front, being a true leader. So leading by example, being the first one in and the last one out. Someone that inspires and someone that will instill confidence in the people that are working for them. I admire Sir Alex Ferguson, a great leader, a true leader, and never afraid of making that decision. And never afraid to look at somebody in the eye and tell him where the fault lies. But also to be man enough to put an arm around the shoulder and to cajole someone with a big ego like Eric Cantona and to get the best out of him. I've been fortunate enough to have many mentors. I started as an apprentice at the age of 16, and my first boss there was a true inspiration. He was someone who commanded respect, not by shouting, not by fear, but by inspiration and admiration. He was a fantastic boss, a leader of men. He was the first one in the morning, last one out at night. No job was too menial. If the kitchen porter didn't turn up, he'd roll his sleeves up and show everybody how to clean the pots and pans. A great man. To be successful in life, sometimes you have to make decisions that may seem hard and cruel. But equally, I think to be successful in life, you have to be kind and generous. Managing people is not easy, and I think a good manager understands each person's character and can get the best out of each person. Some people may need the odd rollicking, stern talking to, raising a voice, the odd expletive. And other people need the arm around the shoulder, a sit down, a cup of coffee. So it's a combination of both, it really is. I have moments of self-doubt all the time, but I think most perfectionists do have self-doubt and always question themselves. Can I do better? Or how can I improve? And I think that's not a bad trait. I think fear is the biggest factor that stops people achieving their dreams. I say to those people who are scared, who are worried of having a go at something, do it. You only live once. Don't be afraid of failure. If you fail, dust yourselves down, have another go, do something else, but at least you can say, I've had a go. I'm a very driven person, and I think you need self-motivation and personal discipline to achieve greatness in life. You've got to be tough on yourself before you can be tough on other people. Time management, I think, is the secret to success as well, because you have got to be able to juggle everything that you're doing in business, and I take on a lot. But you've got to be selective and prioritize. And that's where actually sport, I think, comes into play, because I set aside a certain amount of time every day to run, work out, just get away from it. And whilst I'm away from my work, I'm actually clearing my mind, and I come back refreshed and raring to go. I think to be successful in life, you have to treat everybody with respect, as your equal. Also, I'm a firm believer in listening to people. Listening and taking on board, not necessarily acting on what you hear, but taking it on board. We have meetings here with the staff, and I will listen to them and take their advice, because at the end of the day, they are the ones that are representing you. Never be too proud not to take on advice. I've been known to take advice from an apprentice, a kid, a 16-year-old. I'm in my 50s, but I'll listen to him. And I'll take the point on board. If it means that we can all be better, then take the advice. Le Gavroche, 50 years, it's an institution. It's an iconic venue, it's an iconic place. It's known around the world. What have I learned from this experience? I've been in charge longer than my father has been in charge. I suppose it's my life. I've spent more time here than probably at home with my wife. I think it's part of me, and it's taught me you can reap rewards from hard work, but it's also taught me respect, and respect in regards to the staff, and respect in regards to the clientele, and what can be achieved, and the importance of brand. I'm very proud that my daughter has decided to follow in my footsteps, and yeah, it's fantastic. She's 26 years old and she's a qualified chef. She's a very talented, skillful chef. But who knows what she will ultimately decide to do. If she wants to take over here or open her own restaurant. Whatever she does, it will be a success because she's got that family trait. She knows where she's going. I don't believe money buys you happiness, but it does help. But for instance, if you see at Le Gavroche, we get multi-millionaires, billionaires coming in for dinner, and they will purchase the most expensive bottles of wine. Yes, they're having fun. But I still believe that somebody that has saved up for years to come here and have that really special occasion, a 50th birthday or something, and then they're only having the house wine, but they're blown away by it. And I think they're probably happier than the billionaire that's just throwing money away. If I could invite 4 people to a dinner party here at Le Gavroche, I think I would invite Eric Cantona, the maverick French footballer, and I know he likes a decent meal and a good glass of wine. Alain Prost, the professor of Formula One. Auguste Escoffier, a famous French chef that put pen to paper and really laid the foundations of French gastronomy. And last of all, my dad. I think so. I think I owe him a decent meal. Okay, I think I'm a good chef. I think I'm an okay manager. I've got a pretty good business. But not many people realise that, actually, if I hadn't been a chef, I would have given Mo Farah a run for his money. I love athletics, I love long distance running. And it's one little regret that I haven't done enough. I'm also pretty good at fishing. If I see a puddle, I'll have a go. I'll get my rod out, see if there are any fish in there. We founded the Roux Scholarship 34 years ago, and it's a way of giving back and to inspire and help young British chefs to achieve their goals and achieve their dreams. So we're very proud of that, and it's gone from strength to strength. And I was speaking recently to our very first winner, Andrew Fairley, who has a 2 Michelin star restaurant in Scotland. To him, it was that big break. It was that little bit of luck that projected him into greatness. And you know, he is now considered part of the family, part of the Roux family. I also run a cooking school, and that I really enjoy doing because part of the joy that I have of my work is teaching. And I love to see somebody master a recipe, and you know, even something simple like baking bread and then putting it in the oven and seeing it come out, and the eyes light up, and you know, you've achieved something. You actually made something, and you know, that's just great. It's very difficult to define greatness. And have I achieved greatness? I don't think so. I've got so much more to do and to achieve. You've got to be stubborn and a little bit pig-headed, I think, to reach the pinnacle of your career. And I don't think I'm there yet.